GOLFUNITY, the most popular golf infotainment podcast in town.
Welcome, everyone, to The Deep Dive. You're listening to GOLFUNITY, the most popular golf infotainment podcast in town. Massive welcome to all of you tuning in, especially our listeners over in beautiful South Africa. We are seriously hyped today. We're doing a special deep dive into, well, what has to be one of the most talked about majors in ages, the Open Championship at the legendary Royal Portrush. So get comfy. Our mission today, we're going to put through all the noise, pull out the really surprising bits, the crucial stuff from an event that, honestly, it had everything. This one's for you, the young, the cool, the really interested golf fan. We want you to get the real scoop, not just the headlines, but like the stuff that makes you really know what went down. Maybe a few laughs, maybe stir things up a bit.
That's the plan. And look, we've gone through a ton of stuff for this, official R&A reports, deep dives on the course itself, insider columns, player interviews, even some gossip from the caddy shack, maybe. The goal is to give you the full picture, but keep it fun. Keep it entertaining. We're looking for those oh wow moments, because there's just so much more to these big events than just who won. So many layers.
Okay, let's peel back those layers then. Starting with Royal Portrush itself. It's not just a golf course, is it? It's like a main character in the whole drama. And the experience of getting there, it's kind of unique. You can actually roll up to a major on a train.
Yeah, from Dublin, connect through Belfast, and boom, you're pulling into Portrush town. It's pretty cool.
There's something about that journey, right? Watching the Irish countryside roll by, green fields, cows. It kind of sets the mood, slows you down before the madness starts.
It totally does. And it speaks to the whole vibe of the place. It's just charming and accessible in a way other majors maybe aren't. Like you mentioned the train, but there's also this awesome idea, maybe a bit out there, but majors being accessible by beach.
Seriously, like walk off the sand onto the course.
Pretty much. You can walk from Portrush town. Past the arcades, the ice cream places, the famous Harbor Bar, which was buzzing all week.
Saw that on TV, yeah. It looked like the place to be.
Exactly. And you walk from there basically straight onto the course grounds. It's unlike any other open venue. The town and the tournament feel properly connected, like the whole community is in on it.
That sounds amazing, like it's part of the fabric of the place. And the pros felt that too, right? They seem to love Portrush.
Oh, universally.
Yeah.
We heard it again and again. It's tough, no doubt, a proper links test. But it's fair. And stunningly beautiful, obviously. Players kept saying how fair it plays, which is huge for them in a major. A lot of them put it straight into their top 3 open venues, right up there with St. Andrews.
Wow, high praise.
Definitely. And there's already chat about bringing Portmarnock in Dublin onto the Rota, which would be great too. But everyone, seriously everyone, wants the Open back at Portrush soon.
You can see why. The R&A really nailed it, bringing the Open to Northern Ireland in 2019, didn't they? It seemed like a smooth operation.
Absolutely brilliant move, strategically, politically. There were hardly any issues. Everyone just embraced it.
Yeah.
And then, having an Irishman, Shane Lowry, win it. Just perfect.
Yeah, storybook stuff.
And this year, the crowds. They were expecting something like 278,000 fans. That's the new record for an Open outside St. Andrews. Just shows the appeal.
Incredible numbers.
The course just has this magic. It's not just the views. It's how it tests every single part of your game.
Yeah.
Subtly, constantly. You got to be creative. You got to be precise. It's not just grip it and rip it.
But like any Open, there's always that one big variable, the weather.
Always. And heading into this one, everyone was talking about volatility. Rain softening things up, changing the ground conditions.
And the greens slowing down too, right? Compared to the practice rounds.
Exactly. And then the wind. The classic Portrush wind never stops, always changing.
Which makes you think, how would you, listening right now, handle that? Because Portrush isn't like those straight-out, straight-back links courses.
No, it's that spaghetti junction layout, holes going in all different directions.
So the wind isn't consistent, it swirls.
Constantly. One hole it's southeast, the next it might be southwest.
Yeah.
Could even swing east or north later in the week. So you absolutely need mastery of your ball flight. Trajectory control, spin control, it's everything.
Can you give an example? Like how different is it to a normal course?
Okay, so say on your home course, you hit an 8-iron, 160 yards. At Portrush, with a wind coming kind of diagonally at you, a quartering headwind,
right?
You might need a 6-iron, but you can't just hit a normal 6-iron. You've got to slide it down, hit it lower, less spin, so it cuts through the wind instead of ballooning up.
And with a helping wind.
Then you might need to work the ball, like hit a little draw or fade, to use the wind to carry but still control where it lands. It's skills you just don't need as much on par-flying courses.
You have to shape shots constantly.
Every hole, practically. You can't just hit your stock shot. You're always adapting. Always thinking about that wind angle, quartering the wind, as you said. Left to right, right to left, holding it up, letting it ride.
So, question for everyone listening again. What skill do you think is most vital for links golf? Is it that touch around the greens? Or is it that ability to control the ball flight in the wind? Managing spin.
It's such a complete test.
Yeah.
And that test really stems from the architectural genius of the place, mainly Harry Colt.
Ah, yes, the architect. Heard his name mentioned a lot.
He's legendary, like one of the all-time greats. And he used these diagonal fairways brilliantly at Portrush, much more common in classic links than modern courses.
Diagonal fairways, how does that work?
Take the 9th hole. It's often a short-ish par 4.
Mm-hmm.
But the fairway runs at an angle, maybe like 5 o'clock to 11 o'clock, if you picture a clock face.
Okay.
So it looks like this tiny sliver of a fairway amongst a sea of sand dunes. Forces a choice. Try a super precise tee shot or play safe and leave a really tough second shot.
And the bunkers. Heard they were brutal.
Phenomenal bunkering. It's not like some courses where you can just avoid them easily. Here, they're always in play if you take an aggressive line or even hit a good shot slightly off. You have to face them. No bailouts.
You have to commit.
Totally. Then you have those holes like 4 and 8 with those claustrophobic, intimidating tunnel approaches.
Tunnel approaches.
Yeah, where huge dunes block part of your view of the green, narrows the target visually, makes club selection really tricky. It forces a specific shot shape, not just high and straight.
Wow. And the greens themselves.
Oh, they've got these caustic turns, false fronts, little slopes that just mess with your head. Makes you doubt your approach shots. It's no surprise the guys who played well here in 2019 had amazing iron stats. This course rewards precision ball striking above all else.
You can't just rely on power.
Absolutely not. Miss a fairway bunker, you're probably just chipping out sideways. It's often a penalty, just finding the sand or the thick stuff. It tests everything.
Okay, what a setup. Let's talk about the man who mastered that test this time around. Scottie Scheffler.
Where do you even start?
Right. He's just an unstoppable force right now. The run he's on is insane.
4 majors now. 12 wins since March 2024. 12. 3/4 of the Grand Slam. A lot of gold.
It feels like every tournament, basically.
It's dominance on another level. Rory McIlroy said it flat out. Scheffler is the bar that we're all trying to get to.
Rory said that.
Yep. And he put it in historical context, too. Said maybe only 2 or 3 players in the history of the game have had a run like Scottie's over the last 2-3 years.
That's huge coming from Rory.
It is. Rory noted how Scottie just goes about his business. Kind of quiet, not flashy, but he's simply the best at executing right now. His consistency, his grind, it's incredible.
And a massive part of that execution, the thing everyone talks about, is the putting, that transformation.
Oh, yeah. Night and day. Remember when that was like his one weakness?
Totally. The Achilles heel.
No. It might be his biggest weapon. And a lot of that comes down to working with Phil Kenyon, the English putting coach.
And the putter change too, right? The mallet.
Exactly. Mallet putter and that claw grip he uses on shorter putts. Kenyon apparently helped him stop his wrists biting down on those crucial short ones.
That was my stroke.
Yeah, keeps the club face square. The mallet itself, that tailor-made spider, offers more stability, better alignment aid, higher MOI, so less twisting on off-center hits. Really helps on fast, open greens.
And the claw grip, what's the thinking there?
Takes the twitchy hand muscles out of it on those short, nervy putts. Makes it more of a shoulder rocking motion, less likely to jab at it under pressure.
Makes sense. And it worked.
Did it ever. He was leading the putting stats after 3 rounds. Made something like 97% inside 5 feet, 90% inside 10 feet. That's just robotic.
That's insane putting. And you mentioned Phil Kenyon. Wasn't there a bit of chat about that? Like with Matt Fitzpatrick?
Oh, yeah. Fitzy also works with Kenyon, and they played together Saturday. He made this comment, maybe half joking, maybe slightly cheesed off, about Kenyon sharing secrets.
That awkward.
Add a little spice, doesn't it? Coaches working with competing players. But hey, you can't argue with Scottie's results.
No, you definitely can't. And when you see that kind of dominance, those stats, the Tiger comparisons start. Right?
And inevitable.
Yeah.
And there was that crazy stat going around.
The 1,197 days thing.
Exactly. Scheffler won his first 4 majors in the exact same time frame as Tiger Woods did, 11,197 days.
That is genuinely mind-blowing.
It is, and other pros see it. Xander Schauffele said Scheffler's taking that throne as the next dominant guy. Justin Rose compared their ability to just close out tournaments. Scottie doesn't stumble often when he leads late.
But Scottie himself pushes back on that, doesn't he?
He does. Very humble about it. Called the comparison silly, said Tiger stands alone in the game of golf. Clearly respects Tiger's legacy immensely.
So what do you think, listening out there? Are the Tiger comparisons fair right now? Maybe premature? Does Scottie's style, which is kind of different, have that same Tiger awe factor?
It's a great question. Shane Lowry had an interesting take. He said, if Scottie's footwork looked as perfect as, say, Adam Scott's, we'd all be saying Tiger without hesitation.
Because the swing isn't textbook.
Right. It's effective as hell, but maybe not always pretty. But Lowry pointed out, Scottie's bad shots are still really good. They stay in play. He recovers. That's the mark of greatness.
Yeah, minimizing the damage. Okay, let's pivot slightly. Still on Scottie, but that whole existential golfer narrative before the tournament, that got a lot of attention.
It really did. His comments about golf not being a fulfilling life on its own, wrestling with chasing wins.
Yeah, saying he wins, celebrates for a second, then it's like, okay, what's for dinner? Sounded quite deep.
It did. But then he clarified after the win, didn't he? You saw that emotion pour out. He said success isn't what fills the deepest desires of your heart, but he's still grateful and excited to win. His faith and family are clearly his core.
That celebration on 18 with Meredith and Little Bennett throwing the visor, the roar, that looked pretty fulfilling.
Absolutely. He said seeing them there was pretty special. And he doubled down, said he'd quit golf if it hurt his family. It felt like maybe talking about it openly was cathartic for him. Then bang, back to business mode on the course. Incredible focus.
Jordan Spieth had some good insights too, as his friend. Said Scottie doesn't really want to be a superstar, not trying to transcend the game like Tiger.
Yeah, Spieth said he prioritizes family, hobbies, finds his identity outside golf. And that separation might actually be key to his success. His coach, Randy Smith, talked about Scottie having this fire since he was a kid. Not just competitive, but a pure love of practicing and experimenting, always tinkering.
So this whole thing, does Scottie wrestling openly with the pressures make him more relatable, especially for young golfers maybe feeling that pressure? Or does it just highlight how intense tour life really is?
It's probably a bit of both, right? It definitely sparks a conversation about athlete mental health and the demands at the very top. Fascinating stuff.
Okay, let's shift away from Scheffler now and dive into some of the other amazing stories the Open always throws up. The drama, the quirks. First up, Rory.
Rory's homecoming, the Rory mania. You could feel it.
Definitely. After that disaster in 2019, the Open E79, missing the cut at home, this felt different. He seemed determined.
He really was. Opening with that 70 when he only hit 2 fairways all day. That was pure grit.
2 fairways?
Yeah, but he scrambled. He fought. And the crowd, electric. Chanting, Rory, Rory, everywhere. You could see that light in his eyes again after a bit of a slump post-Masters.
He had some big moments, too. That birdie on 17 Saturday, the eagle on 12.
That eagle. He said it was one of the coolest moments of his career, given the situation and the crowd reaction. It really felt like he was feeding off that energy this time.
He mentioned that, didn't he? Not walking into the unknown like last time. Embracing the pressure, the support of the whole country.
Yeah, he leaned into it instead of hiding from it. It was great to see that shift in him. A really positive week for Rory overall.
Okay, next up. A story only golf could produce. Rakegate.
The rake controversy. Classic Open drama. So the R&A decided caddies should rake the bunkers, not the usual designated rakers.
Why? What was the thinking?
Apparently to limit people inside the ropes, streamline things, and, well, isn't raking part of the caddy's job anyway? Seemed logical, maybe?
On paper, yeah. Did it cause problem?
Big time. Pace of play definitely suffered. Rounds were dragging on, over 5 hours sometimes, and these rakes they used had really wide teeth, apparently harder to smooth things out quickly.
Saw Tommy Fleetwood got a horrible lie and a footprint.
Exactly. That's the potential unfairness. And Rory's caddy, Harry Diamond, was spotted taking like 2 minutes to rake a bunker perfectly on 17 Sunday. A job a raker would do in seconds.
So the caddies weren't happy.
Not really. They, and a lot of players too, basically said, bring back the rakers. Called it a great tradition, better for pace, better for fairness. Only in golf, eh? A rake causing such a fuss.
Truly. Okay, speaking of frustrations, John Rahm, the whistling incident.
Oof, yeah. On the 11th tee, someone whistles right in his backswing.
Terrible timing. What was his reaction?
Initially, pretty mad. You heard him chirp, really? Whistling, great time. Very smart. And he tugged his tee shot into the rough, made bogey.
Understandable reaction, but
surprisingly calm afterwards. He basically said he used it to vent, but figured it was accidental, just bad timing. Called it an everyday thing in golf, Managed himself really well, finished strong, showed some real maturity there, I thought.
Good for him. Now, another controversy, Shane Lowry's penalty, the ball moving.
Right, 2 shots. The video replay clearly showed the ball moved, just a tiny bit, after he grounded his club on a practice swing.
But the debate was about the rule, visible to the naked eye versus video evidence.
Exactly. Rahm actually weighed in on this too, said it puts players in a no-win situation. If the camera sees it, even if your eye wouldn't, officials kind of have to act now.
It feels harsh though, doesn't it? 2 shots for something accidental that gave no advantage and you might not even have seen yourselves.
It does feel disproportionate. Which leads to the question for you listeners. What's the fairest way? Especially with HD replays now. Is it time for a rule change? Maybe just 1 shot. Or just count it as your stroke because your action caused it, but no extra penalty. Needs common sense, maybe.
Definitely something to think about. Okay, Ryder Cup watch. This Open definitely shook things up.
For sure. Some worries, maybe? Colin Morikawa and Patrick Cantlay. Their form is a bit concerning right now for Team USA.
Morikawa missed 2 cuts in a row.
Yeah, Scottish and the Open, only 1 top 10 in his last 11 starts. And Cantlay's major year has been rough. 3 missed cuts. These guys are usually automatic picks, but Captain Johnson must be thinking about it.
But on the flip side, Chris Gotterup.
What a run. Wins the Scottish, finishes 3rd at Portrush. He is absolutely a serious contender now, the new prince of the Linksland.
And the top dog in New Jersey golf. Love that. He's got that swagger, the big game. Looks ready.
Totally. And Fitz made a move for Europe. Looks like he's trending nicely. Russell Henley and Harris English pretty much locked up their U.S. spots too. The picture's getting clearer and maybe a bit nervier for some guys.
Always exciting. Now, one of my favorite Open storylines. The old guys.
Yes. Phil Mickelson, 55, and Lee Westwood, 52. Co-leading early on. Amazing.
And Darren Clark, Zach Johnson, Sergio Garcia, lots of veterans playing well. Proves experience counts on these old courses.
Westwood said it himself. Links golf gives you a chance when you're our age. Ball runs out more. It's not just about power.
It's about strategy, using the ground.
Exactly. Controlling flight, using the wind, bouncing it in. Mickelson said winning the Open in 2013 was his greatest achievement because he had to learn a totally different way to play. It's about smarts, patience, accepting bad bounces.
Love that. And what about the qualifiers? Always some great stories there.
Absolutely inspiring. Ryan Peake from Australia qualified after winning the New Zealand Open. His backstory, he served 7 years in prison.
Wow. What a comeback.
Incredible story of redemption. Just being there was a huge win for him, regardless of score.
And the young Estonian kid, Richard Tater.
Yeah. 20 years old, first Estonian ever in the Open.
Yeah.
Qualified by holding a pitch shot in a playoff.
No way.
Living the dream. Played practice rounds with Jason Day, Ben Griffin. Had a long drive contest with Bryson, his hero. Missed the cut, but just soak it all up. Pure joy.
That's fantastic. Any other player turnarounds that caught your eye?
Haotong Li. Remember he battled the yips so badly he nearly quit.
Yeah, awful to see.
Well, he was playing in the final group of a major on Sunday with Scottie Scheffler. Just went out with a nothing-to-lose attitude, swinging freely. Great to see that perseverance pay off.
And Bryson, after that opening 78.
He admitted he wanted to go home. But he stuck it out, shot 16 under the next 3 days. Just incredible fight, serious grit.
He earned that certified dodgy of the week tag someone gave him.
He really did. Shows his mental strength.
Okay, need a pros. They're just like us moment. Anything good?
Oh, Justin Rose on Friday. Had a shocker. Hit 2 shanks. 2 hosel rockets from the fescue.
No, the dreaded shank.
Yep. He even said he felt sheer panic after the second one. Pure golfing misery.
Oh man, every golfer listening knows that feeling. That cold dread. Seeing a top pro like Rose hit one. Well, 2. Makes you feel slightly better about your own game, maybe.
Exactly. Reminds you they're human too. We've all been there. Questioning everything after a shank. It connects us all, that shared pain.
So true. Okay, one last big picture point. American dominance in the majors. It's pretty stark right now.
It really is. What's the stat? Americans have won 7 of the last 8 majors.
And 31 of the last 43? Including 4 of the last 5 Opens.
That kind of blows that old theory out of the water, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That you have to grow up playing links golf to win the Open.
Seems like it. The U.S. players are just on an incredible run right now, adapting to everything.
Undeniable dominance at the moment.
Wow, what a week, what a deep dive. You definitely feel that post-major exhaustion setting in now, right?
No.
But in a good way?
Totally. That's satisfying come down. But yeah, what an event to unpack. Scheffler's brilliance, the rake saga, Rory's return, The old guys, the qualifiers.
It had everything. The full spectrum of golf drama and emotion reminds you why we love this crazy game.
Exactly.
All right. Well, as the focus shifts now to the FedEx Cup playoffs and, of course, the Ryder Cup looming large, make sure you stay tuned right here to GolfUnity Weekly Golf News. We'll have all the analysis and chat you need. Don't forget to ring the bell for those notifications so you don't miss anything. And follow us on social media. Jump into the conversation there.
So, as we leave Royal Portrush behind and look ahead, you have to wonder, right? Is this American major dominance the new normal? Or is it just setting the stage for a fight back from the rest of the world? And what news stories, what twists and turns are waiting for us in the playoffs and at Bethpage for the Ryder Cup? It's going to be fascinating. We'll be here to break it all down.
Head over to our social media.
Yeah?
Tell us what you think.
Let's hear it.
And give us your predictions for the future of golf.
Until next time.
Keep it in the fairway.
And hit 'em straight.